Alright, so this is gonna be a bit different from my usual video, which is, I mean, it's usually nonsense, so I guess it's not that different, but yes, this is the reaction video. We're gonna be reacting to this video. It's by Space Kitten Studios, a friend of mine, I hope. And another thing I hope is that after I finish making this and uploading it, he stays my friend, because he's probably the only person who's gonna watch my video. Uh, yeah. Oh, by the way, and to show you this thing at the start. It was really funny. Oh, bit. Is this not in the actual? I've never seen this movie, by the way. It's called the best worst superhero movie of 22, and I've never seen it. No, I've never seen the movie. I've seen this video before, so it's not like my virgin reaction. It's anyway. Yes, this part's really funny.
Morning!
What's so good about it?
He didn't say good morning. He just said
I
morning.
don't get it. How the fuck did this pass? How did this get put in the script? Is this not in the movie? Is he bamboozling us? What the fuck is happening? Yes, that's the thing. What the fuck? How did that? Holy shit. Uh, s- yeah, I'm bad at speaking. That's probably why I don't really have an audience. Yeah.
Samaritan is an Amazon original release this year starring Rocky as Joe. I wasn't expecting much going into it, but after watching the movie, my opinions changed. It's pretty good. Jokes. It was a terrible movie. Please don't watch it. In fact, 6 was too high.
Oh,
In
well,
fact,
that's
I'd
not
give it a 1.
6. That's a 5 point. Oh, it has a. Okay, what's the IMDb rating of Samaritan? Samaritan 5.7. Oh, 5.6. Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is the Samaritan. Samaritan 2022 is 5.7. Oh, so it has gone down. Oh shit.
After rounding it up. In fact, the only good thing about the movie was a joke that I could almost smile at if I tried.
Was it a
In
good morning
fact,
joke? Yeah, once again, I haven't seen this movie, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I do know the plot of it, according to this video. A warrior to do them 100% perfect. Opening monologue. Oh, for the movie. Yeah, for the movie. Yeah, of course.
the narrator opens up with Samaritan, everyone's favorite Samaritan, who was fighting Nemesis, his twin brother,
Everyone's favorite
who
nemesis.
also happens to be his nemesis. Their parents were killed
What's
when
up
they were
with killing
children,
before
and
kids?
this had one of the brothers become a protector, and the
Oh yeah. Let me just. Yeah, one of the brothers becomes a protector, and the other one becomes a. What does he do?
other wanted everyone to suffer like his parents had.
I see. Yeah, I see. He doesn't really become anything. He just does stuff. Nemesis destroys. Yeah. So it's kind of like that thing, where people can react. The twins can just turn out differently, even from the same household. It's like that one classic fucking meme, like of that twin brother asking, "Why do you smoke?" or "Why do you drink?" or something, and the other guy says, "Because Dad does," and then he asks, "Why do you never smoke?" or "Why do you never drink?" or something like that, and then he says, "Because Dad used to," because their dad is dead. Like that's the thing, right? Their dad is dead. They come from a broken home. Uh, or like that thing with beating women. Why do you hate? Why do you hit? Why do you hit your wife? 'Cause Dad used to. Why don't you hit your wife? Well, anyway, I don't really know where I was going with that. I have lots of those weird threads on my head. Spider silk, cobwebs. I'm sick.
At some point in the future, they try to kill each other, and there's a big explosion.
Why? Oh, it's probably explained in the movie, but why do they try to kill each other? With- I mean, they're brothers, right? It's not like Nemesis wants to kill his brother. He just wants to make everyone else suffer.
And both of them die, or so we thought. Sounds interesting enough, but the way this was approached in the movie was so bad.
Well, it does sound interesting. It's like one of those archetypes, like I said, memes or whatever, about nurture versus nature and how two people can have completely different reactions to the same stimulus or background or whatever, to the same environment. Yeah, one of those biblical things, famous things, cross-cultural things. Sure, a bunch of movies have been made up about this kind of concept, even anime. Can't really think of any off the top of my head though, but I'm sure they're there. And I forgot what he was talking about. He said it was executed badly. I believe him.
You can't care for a character when your only introduction to them is that you're told that they had a tragic backstory and
Well,
you're
I mean, is their backstory really tragic? It's just sort of a thing that happens, right? And then it's more like an explanation for who they are, how they turned out. But so Martin Starr, who the fuck? Anyway, what I was saying was, I get easily distracted. Yeah, what I was saying was that their backstory isn't really tragic. It's just sort of, well, that's how it is. What was their backstory again? Something bad happened to them. Something related to fire, I guess, and one of them turned out like this, one of them turned out like bad. Something to do with their father, maybe? I genuinely forgot. But, ah, god, I'm a horrible person to do unscripted videos. Seriously, the worst person. Now, I wouldn't. It's not like their tragic backstory. It's more like their origin story. And I think superheroes with their origin stories are, it's fine. It's fine to showcase their origin stories. It does actually make you care for them. Clearly, they did not make you care for them. But think of X Men Origins Wolverine. Oh, I mean, it has a special place in my heart. The movie is. It's fine. I wouldn't watch it again, but I really like some clips from it. But it's not a good. But yeah, the whole thing is that superheroes need their origin stories, and this is their origin story. It's not exactly a tragic backstory, like, oh, I was poor and I'm poor now, and this is why I'm poor now. Please sympathize with me. Of course, those kinds of backstories have their niches too. Not niches actually. I feel like those kinds of underdog stories are really important. This is more exposition, right? This is just like how in the start of every Spider-Man movie he talks about how he got bitten by a radioactive spider. It's more like that. It's not really a tragic backstory. Oh no. Would you call Spider-Man's story a tragic backstory? I mean, his Uncle Ben died. He got superpowers, and it was his fault that his Uncle Ben died. Is that a tragic backstory? It sort of is, but it's also just his origin story. Or what about Batman's origin story? Is that a tragic backstory? They say that at the, well, not recently, but they used to just start every movie with the pearls falling, Martha Wayne, and whatever his dad's name was. Okay, go on. I'm sorry.
told that they were the biggest rivals ever. Even after completing the movie, I have no idea what the two actually did. The two have been fighting for at least 30 years. You'd think
30 years? Holy shit. What? that's a long time. That's such, do you know how long 30 years is? That's 3 fucking decades. Holy shit. Damn. Why? Why would they fight for that long? And this is like they're active as superhero and villain at this time. To my knowledge, there hasn't been a single war that's gone on for 30 years. This this is insane.
Think that they'd have left a big impact or shaped the world around them. Also,
Yeah, 30 years. They must have changed the world around them in some way. Imagine if you did one thing for 30 years. And it's not even like something you do in private, it's something you do in public. It doesn't matter what that thing is or how good you are at it. You're gonna gain some traction for sure. You're gonna change some shit, absolutely.
don't forget that these two are the only people on the planet with superpowers.
Yeah,
All we
that's
know by the end of the
insane.
movie is that Samaritan was good and Nemesis was bad.
Villainous
The
villain.
villain in this movie is a thug named Cyrus, and he hates Samaritan and loves Nemesis. Why? Because he's a villain. Why else? His main goal is to blow up this electric generator in the city so that everyone
What a fucking dick move. I watched this video by the way already, so I know what he's gonna say next. Yeah. Why? Why why? Why is this a big deal even? You're gonna blow up the electric generator. Some people are gonna die in hospitals, sure. Wait, hospitals have a secondary power source or something, emergency power. So they're probably not gonna die, but something bad's gonna happen somewhere. Like somebody's gonna lose their data or something. But this is not a big deal. Is that gonna cause some kind of explosion? Do you mean like nuclear reactor? He's gonna blow up a nuclear reactor? Why is he the big villain in this crazy movie? Who's gonna care about an electric generator going offline? How does that matter in any way? It's probably gonna come online in a day or two after he breaks it. They probably have a replacement or a way to fix it. Maybe a few days at most. It's gonna be offline. But is he just gonna camp out at the generator? But no, what's that gonna achieve? Why does he want to? I don't get it. Seriously, it's just a dick move. You didn't even need to go to the electric generator. Just blow out all the transformers or something. I don't know. Overload the power grid. Why do you want to blow up the electric generator?
loses electricity. Why?
Why?
Because he's a villain. At some point, they mention his love for Nemesis by saying that Nemesis looked out for the poor and Samaritan only helped the rich. They
But okay. So do poor people not have electricity in this world? Is it like some kind of protest? Like some kind of silent protest? Wait, why is he the villain? Seriously, he could just. He's just like a one of those anarcho. Uh, I don't know. Uh, an Antifa or something, and like that anarchists, but and that anti-government. I mean, anarchists are anti-government, but what is that? Anarcho-liberals, something like that. This guy doesn't really seem like a big villain. He's just sort of protesting. He's gonna blow out the power grid because he wants more attention to come to the poor. Maybe they're gonna change the price of electricity. Maybe that's what's gonna happen here. Ooh, why do they want to stop him? It's not like he's gonna do a bunch of damage. Maybe he's gonna cost the city like I don't know, whatever the repair costs for the generator. It's not like he's taking down the whole circuit. He's just taking down the power source. Is it a hydroelectric generator? How does this generator even work? Is this a nuclear reactor? Do I not know how generators work? I don't really know how they work, but yeah, he likes Nemesis because he looked out for the poor. But Samaritan only helped the rich. Samaritan sounds like a bit of a dick here. What do you mean Nemesis looked out for the poor? What did he do? We don't know. Maybe they tell us in the movie, but Space Cousin doesn't know.
They never go into this or even imply this through other events.
Oh, there we go. That's weird.
It's just forced in to make Cyrus look complex and add layers to him. His only defining characteristic is his quirkiness and his shittier plan.
What is his plan? What is his plan? His quirkiness? Is it like that face tattoo, the beard, the fashion? What are these guys doing? What's their plan?
Joe is Samaritan. He becomes friends with this kid who idolizes Samaritan and learns that Joe is in fact Samaritan after he displays his powers. Why has he retired then? Because he's not Samaritan. What? Ah, pranked. He's in fact
Yeah, I mean it's got to be one of the most obvious plot twists. It's like the only explanation that it's. I mean, it's a naive explanation, like the obvious explanation for why he's retired. He's not Samaritan. Samaritan wouldn't retire. Everyone thought one of them died, one of them is alive, and that person is not doing any heroing anymore. Who do you think it is? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just like kind of an ad hoc explanation in my head. I already knew the answer, so that's why I think it's obvious. Oh, I like the little red eyes you drew. It's pretty funny.
nemesis, and he killed Samaritan during the explosion many years ago. Having avenged his
Why? What do you mean having avenged his parents? What do you mean? Did Samaritan kill their parents? They're brothers. You'd think that having lost some family, Nemesis would be more attached to what little family he has left, but no. He just goes ahead and kills them. I don't understand. What do you mean having avenged his parents? Did Samaritan kill their parents? I haven't seen the movie once again, so I have no clue what's going
parents after killing Samaritan, it was time he reflected upon his actions for the next 25 years.
on.
Cool twist.
Wait, so they've been fighting for 30 years, and he's been reflecting on his actions for 25 years. Let's say they started fighting when he was 15, or fine, let's say they started fighting when he was 10. He'd be 65 years old. That's fucking insane. Wow. He looks pretty healthy for a 65-year-old. Wait, they're the only people on Earth with superpowers? What the fuck? How did they even get them? I don't understand.
It
Well,
just
it's a movie. It doesn't matter. The whole world is revolves around these two characters. Let's just think of it that way.
doesn't make sense that he realized that his actions were wrong after killing his brother.
Well, like I said, his brother is the only family he has left, so of course he's gonna feel empty after killing him. What I don't get is why he killed him in the first place and how what that has to do with avenging their parents. I don't understand. Why?
What about the hundreds of people he killed before? You already crossed that line a long time.
Well, I know I keep pausing, but well, it doesn't really matter that he's killed 100 people before. They weren't people. They were strangers. He's killed 100,000 strangers. 100,000? Wait, what did he say?
What about the hundreds of people he
Hundreds, yeah. Makes sense. More normal population. Still, he's been fighting for 30 years. I find 30 years enough time to have new people be born and killed after they become adults and not children. He might have also killed children. I don't know that. I haven't seen this movie. But Yeah, those hundreds of people were strangers. This guy is someone you know. It's different. You can distance yourself from strangers. You can stop thinking of them as people. But this guy, he's your brother. He looks like you. You have to acknowledge him as a human being, right? So, of course, he's gonna
He killed
be emotionally impacted by that. Accidentally played the video. Keep going.
before. You already crossed that line a long time back. Oh well, why did you decide to retire and become a dumpster diver? It's so underwhelming. The
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, what even happens in this movie? Retire and become a dumpster diver. Um, oh, I was talking about the scene by the way, where he just shoves a grenade into his hand and he holds it and it beeps. I am assuming it kills him. I don't remember this video, and I haven't seen this movie. Yeah, so he spends 25 years. 25. He spends a long amount of time as a dumpster diver. I don't think that's important. He just got a job, like any kind of job, any random job, dumpster diving. Sure, lots of people can do it. It doesn't really need a lot of stuff, qualifications. I mean, you spend 30 years of your life crime fighting. You don't really have any skills left, do you? No one's gonna hire you to. Actually, you could probably get hired as a bouncer. I don't, or do construction. I don't know. Maybe dumpster diving is thematic because he feels like he's garbage or something like that. I don't know. I'm not the story writer here. Maybe there's some hidden symbolism going on.
script is so creatively challenged, nothing even makes sense. It's just pretentious shit banking on the fact that it has Sylvester Stallone in an action movie.
Well, to be fair, Sylvester Stallone is pretty badass. Look at him walk away from that grenade exploder. I think he stabbed that guy somewhere and then put a grenade in his hand. That's what it looked like to me. Pretty brutal. Looks cool.
Bad script, a boring villain, and
Well, that's funny. The caption or whatever. It's nice how he runs these jokes in the background. Bad script,
a
boring
poorly
villain,
written inner conflict.
poorly written
The
inner
only
conflict. I haven't seen the movie, so why am I watching this video?
good thing about this movie is that it has Guilfoyle, 9 out of 10.
Wait, it has Guilfoyle. Oh, that reminds me. Guilfoyle was in Community. This one episode. Forgot which one. Oh, now I remember the Model UN episode.
Wait a second, I thought the video was over.
Oh God, what's happening here? Oh my fucking God, I know what's coming. This is the worst part of the video. I'm gonna get emotional whiplash from this.
LMAO.
Oh God. Oh God.
Samaritan is a really bad movie,
User rating 7. Whoa, that's interesting.
objectively speaking, but I can see why someone might like it.
Wait, what? 26,488 IMDb users have given a weighted average vote of 5.8. Oh, yeah. So what's that blue star that says 7? I don't get it. I don't know how IMDb works.
It. After learning that he killed his brother, he reflected on his actions and has been spending the last 25 years of his life dumpster diving. Maybe he's been dumpster diving because he doesn't have any useful skills aside from being Nemesis.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking hilarious, to be honest. He doesn't have any useful skills apart from being Nemesis. What a fucking dumbass. Honestly. He probably skipped college to go play superhero with his brother. What a fucking idiot. Why is he laying there on the ground? I don't understand. What happened?
He could learn them, but he decides not to
He decides not to.
because he doesn't believe he can learn anything new and doesn't deserve to anyway.
Pretty disgusting thing to say and do.
And this kind of character is someone that I can relate to.
God, why?
Something that I can relate enough to forgive the bad
Shut the fuck up. God damn it.
CGI or Or enjoy that CGI instead. Something that I can relate to enough to make fun of bad exposition while still loving the movie overall.
What? Why do you sound so fucking emotionless then if you relate to his character so much? I cannot sense the right intonation in your voice.
The bad CGI makes it feel homemade.
Oh god, what are you doing? What is up with that tone of voice? Why you...
The acting is something
Oh, this is painful.
you can laugh at and enjoy.
What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that fucking tone? I don't get it. It sounds sarcastic. It sounds sarcastic. But clearly from your words you want to be honest, right? Because it doesn't really make a lot of sense if this is sarcasm. So what is going on?
The cheesy quips make it feel cool.
What is that? What is that?
Samaritan is a generic action movie, but if it can connect to someone with this, then I don't think it deserves to be called the worst superhero movie of 2022.
Sure.
Thank you for watching and let me know your opinions in the comment section.
What a
Like
cute
and
end
subscribe if
card.
you feel like. Bye.
Fucking... Oh god. Anyway, I guess that's the end of this reaction video. I give that video a reaction. I gave it a reaction. Anyway, fuck, don't watch my channel.